Buy with confidence is the Triple J Advantage. 1 year maintenance, 1 year tire and rim protection, key replacement, and $700 coupon book with every new vehicle purchase. Only at Triple J, customers first.
Hafide and Crystal Paco, and welcome to the New Year's edition of Cruisin' with KUAM. I am so excited to have in my front seat, my passenger seat, Jeralyn Mesa. She is a bikini champion, can't you tell? Right? So she competed in the 2018 NPC Michelob Ultra bodybuilding competition and won all the medals in your divisions.
Yes, I actually
top medals.
won. Yes, so I won first place in my class 8, and then overall bikini.
I gotta say, Geralyn, I was sitting in the second row and I was just inspired. I think I wanted to go home and like work out right after I saw you. And it was a lot of work. Did you just wake up one day and decide like, I'm gonna do a bodybuilding competition?
To be honest, I mean, I have been considering it for a while. It was just a matter of when I would be able to commit to it, because it does take a lot of time and discipline for sure. So what really made me decide to do it this year was because it was an NPC qualifier. So I decided to commit to it maybe in February, and then I started training for it in March.
But were you always athletic?
Yes. I mean, throughout lower school, high school, I played sports. So I played soccer, rugby, and then I mainly started lifting, like weight training, maybe in my junior year of high school, because I was also a cultural dancer. So to stay in shape, I had to, do some type of conditioning. Exactly. So that's when I got my membership at the gym, and I started doing fitness classes and cycling. Yes, I love cycling. Yes. So I really enjoy group fitness classes, and then I met a lot of people at the gym, so I got really comfortable going there,
But when did you start training for the competition?
Training wise, so weight training, I'd say March, and I was already eating clean, trying to...
March for October, right?
March for July at first.
Okay.
So that was when I was, the competition was originally scheduled in July. And then it had been pushed back to October.
But that was lucky for you. That's
so I got to kind of tone things down a bit in a way. Mm-hmm. But I just kept at with the training. I didn't want to fall behind or anything, so.
The reason why, viewers at home, the reason why we picked Geralyn for our New Year's edition is because most of us, myself included, we want to lose weight and feel great in the new year, right? It's the time to press restart and refresh and get rid of those bad habits.
That's right. The New Year's the best time.
It's the best time, but it's also the most crowded time for the gym.
It is. The first 2 weeks of the gym is the most crowded.
I can't find a bike at spin class.
Exactly, of course, because
everyone's motivated.
It's open to the public, and they just encourage fitness and health, and
I'm all for that. Everyone getting healthy, get fit Guam, get up and move. That's what Guam stands for, right?
No, definitely, of course.
But your best tips for someone like myself who New Year, we want to kick the bad habits, we want to get fit, get healthy. What do I do first?
Well, of course, you want to set that goal. So once you have the goal, straight ahead, you just want to put everything you have all towards it. And that's exactly what I did towards my competition. Mm-hmm. Was once I had that mentality set, I was already determined of what I wanted to bring on stage, how I wanted to do it, and just most importantly, not compare yourself to others.
Buy with confidence is the Triple J Advantage. 1 year maintenance, 1 year tire and rim protection, key replacement, and $700 coupon book with every new vehicle purchase. Only at Triple J, customers first. Buy with confidence is the Triple J Advantage. 1 year maintenance, 1 year tire and rim protection, key replacement, and $700 coupon book with every new vehicle purchase. Only at Triple J, customers first.
social media is like compare myself to others every time I scroll Instagram.
Exactly. And to be honest, throughout my whole prep, I kind of not disappeared off of social media, but I was on it less just so I can focus on myself.
Well, that's beautiful. I think that should be our resolution. Focus on yourself. So would you say that, you know, for someone like myself, okay, maybe my goal is lose 10 pounds, right? Because the camera head's 10 pounds, right? So lose 10 pounds. Now that I've set my goal, lose 10 pounds, what do I do next?
You think of the ways to get to that goal, you know? So I definitely encourage to find workouts that you enjoy so it's not as, you know, miserable. Because some people, I'll be honest, even myself, some days you do feel tired and you don't feel like working out as, you know. Snooze. Of course. So you want to give it your all, and you can find a fun way to work out in different ways. So even cardio for me, instead of just being on the stairs for 45 minutes, I enjoy cycling, you know?
Right.
So, and then you're with people who also motivate you, and
you're racing on this
bike. It's just even more motivational. So you're just more encouraged to go to the gym, and even making all your friends at the gym. Like I said, I know I have.
I gotta say, she waved at everybody with living in paradise. They all know.
You just look forward to going. And then it becomes something you enjoy, and that's what makes you want to do it even more. So,
okay, so set the goal, find a workout that
fits for you. You know, whether it be outdoors, even if it's like hunting or going fishing or going on hikes. Yeah, you could. Those are just ways to stay. Yeah, just to stay active. Those are ways that, like, my dad doesn't have a membership at the gym, but he goes hunting. You know,
right? And
he looks at that as his way to get his exercise throughout the day. So
I tease my dad that his body's by bush cutting.
And that too.
Right.
And that too.
Gone, right?
Yeah.
And so we are actually at Paseo, and we are gonna find an open field so we can get some stretches in, because I was telling Geralyn here, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm about to start a run. I'm gonna go run maybe Tumon or Paseo here, or just any run in general. And I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to warm up. It's a nice day, so let's get outside. Let's find an open park. What do you think? What are the biggest mistakes some beginners make?
Definitely jumping in something too soon. So let's say you want to lift a certain weight. You can't just jump towards that certain weight. You have to make it a goal, exactly. So then you have to start off. Everyone starts off somewhere, you know?
I think I get discouraged when I don't lose 10 pounds automatically.
Because if you're gonna jump into something so soon, you can injure yourself, and then that already can set you back from where you were trying to go. And even when it came to the goals that I had in my competition, when I started seeing results, you know, little results throughout the whole process, I think it's just amazing, because you start just feeling more like you can do it, you know, once you start the progress, the results, and then you don't feel as discouraged. Of course, you have those days where you do, and that's where like I said, comparing yourself to others just plays a huge role. And
let's go park by the water.
Yes, that'd be nice.
And we'll do some stretching.
Yes.
Actually, I run through Paseo. I used to run through Paseo. I used to run from my house in Mamong to Paseo and back, and that's about a 5K. So let's get some warm up on and get to sweat. Tie that hair up.
Buy with confidence. It's the Triple J Advantage. 1 year maintenance, 1 year tire and rim protection, key replacement, and $700 coupon book with every new vehicle purchase. Only at Triple J. Customers first. Buy with confidence. It's the Triple J Advantage. 1 year maintenance, 1 year tire and rim protection, key replacement, and $700 coupon book with every new vehicle purchase. Only at Triple J. Customers first.
Let's talk about eating.
Yes.
Eating. Eating. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to dieting. There's so many different fad diets. There's intermittent fasting. There's keto. There's everything, and I'm overwhelmed. What do I need to know when it comes to diet? And don't tell me balance, because I don't even know what that means.
Well, of course, everyone's body is completely different, so it reacts differently. And that's where it really does take a little bit to see what works for you. So depending also with what goals you're trying to accomplish, whether you're trying to lose weight or whether you're trying to put on muscle, it really varies. So of course, for example, someone who's trying to cut down on weight, then they're gonna have to cut down on
calories.
Exactly, calories, carbs, and also just like sugar and the little things like that really matter actually. So
what are your best tips for a diet? Because it's like, okay, I can look up a diet online, I could try it out, but then I don't have the discipline. Or I go to the Fiesta table, or I go to a restaurant and I'm like, I give in.
Portions. It's really important to portion out your food and just know when, like self-control, where you just know you've had enough. And then also timing wise, so like if you're gonna have this at a certain time, then you could plan when your next meal is, and then you could break that down and have it later. That way you're not having such a large meal and then later on you're gonna have another large meal. Once you start breaking down your meals and portioning it out, it actually helps with your metabolism, and it also helps with
shrinking your stomach.
Shrinking your stomach, exactly. So then your body knows kind of when to stop and when it's had enough. So
listen to your body. Is that what she's saying?
Exactly. But I mean, it's okay to also enjoy too. That's where I realized a lot after my competition is just yes, balance is key, but it's also good to make sure your body's happy with what you feed it, and you can make sure you could still eat healthy, but a good healthy where your food tastes good and it doesn't taste bland. Some people think that they have to diet and it's so extreme,
right?
No salt, no pepper, and no seasoning. But you can make your good food, you can make your healthy food taste good,
But I feel like another challenge on Guam is like it's expensive to get fresh produce.
I know. Or
or to eat healthy. I mean, there's so many different meal subscriptions now and places where we can eat healthier, but it's much more expensive than the fast food restaurant. So what is your advice for that?
So, well, when it comes to eating out, of course, I've realized that I spend less not eating out.
Right.
Because you can pick up some groceries, and that can last you for a good week or so. And then again, with the portioning it out, it really just depends on your body, because like I said, everyone's different. So if I'm going to be eating a certain amount of protein, I'm going to need to pick up a certain amount of bags of chicken at Payless. But compared to a good friend of mine who's just like a lot bigger, he's a guy, and he's obviously carries more weight, he's going to have to eat
and different
double the amount exactly of chicken. So I think
so meal planning is definitely
meal prep. Doesn't necessarily have to be prep, but definitely just preparing your meals at home saves you a lot of time and saves you a lot of money.
So do you spend Sunday night like meal prepping? Because
Yes.
I've done diet before, I've done pageants before, and it was Sunday night. We'd spend hours at home in the kitchen just boiling chicken.
Yes. I mean, and that's where other people think that they have to prep meals for the whole week, but you could actually do it for me. What worked for me, I didn't mind preparing my meals every night for the following day, because it still tasted fresh. I love my food tasting fresh.
Right.
So I didn't mind putting in the time to prep my meals every night. But when you have your meals prepped for the following day, it really does help you keep you on track and keep you on a schedule too. And it also, like I said, kind of prevents you from going out and picking up something at a fast food restaurant.
Like Taco Bell.
Exactly.
Taco Bell is my weakness. 11 o'clock at night, I am there at the drive-thru.
Taco Bell is good though.
Like clockwork. But it's okay. So it's okay to splurge, but at the same time, balance. And then listen to your body.
Yes.
When you're full, when you're satisfied, right? Versus full versus satisfied is different.
Yes. So I mean, if you're full, or if you know that you don't need any more, then you can just stop right there and you're just like, I can't do that.
Well, I think, because our parents and our grandparents, they condition us. It's like,
that
you can't
too,
leave the table.
I know.
You can't leave the table until you finish what's in your plate. And we don't want to waste. And so this is contradicting everything I've learned, right? So it's reprogramming your mind, definitely. Yes. Most of us, myself included, it's time. When do I have time to do this? Your tips for time.
So time, well, I've always realized that you are more likely to regret not going to the gym than going, So I always put that in my mind because it happens. There's a night there I don't go cycling, and then I eat something and I'm like, oh my, why didn't I go cycling? I could have just went cycling,
Right.
And to just keep that in your head that after you work out, you're always going to feel good.
Buy with confidence is the Triple J Advantage. 1 year maintenance, 1 year tire and rim protection, key replacement, and $700 coupon book with every new vehicle purchase. Only at Triple J, customers first. Buy with confidence is the Triple J Advantage. 1 year maintenance, 1 year tire and rim protection, key replacement, and $700 coupon book with every new vehicle purchase. Only at Triple J, customers first.
So after my boyfriend and I, we eat dinner. If we ever eat dinner in Tumon, or my fiance and I, we eat dinner in Tumon, we try to walk after it.
Yes.
So we're not just lazing around like Netflix at house and not moving. So if after a meal, we try to walk.
Yes.
Just
even
so
if you park far in the parking lot.
Oh, we do. We'll park one side. We'll park one side of Tumon and then walk all the way to the other end. And it's just walking, but you break a sweat.
But you get something out of it. Yeah, it's always just any type of activity, and then, of course, you don't have to have a whole gym at your house. But if you could use resistant bands or even just little weights, a medicine ball. You could get a workout out of that as well.
Oh, there's so many resources.
Yes, and even just doing abs. You could work out core at home. You could do push-ups. Those already are just activating your muscles at home and keeping you active. So.
What's your favorite workout without equipment?
Without equipment.
Or minimal equipment? Because I know you do the weight room at the gym. I'm actually really intimidated by the weight room. I hear the men grunting and I see all the people in perfect form and I'm like, I don't look like that.
Yes.
What's your best advice for me if I'm going to the gym and I'm pretty much limited to cycling and the treadmill and the elliptical?
So are you trying to do a cardio or a circuit?
I'm not sure. And that's another one of my issues is I have a goal, lose this much weight, but not sure where to begin when I do go to the gym.
Yeah.
And then I get frustrated and don't see results right away and then you quit.
That's I mean, I know some people who do struggle with going into the weight room because they feel intimidated in a way, But I think once you start somewhere, even if you were to start at in a circuit type of thing, I think that's a good start. You can do body weight workouts, so whether it be just body squats or body lunges, split squats, pistol squats, just things like that. Those are completely body weight, and that's also another good start. It's a good start because you don't necessarily need to go heavy for every workout. Some people think they need to go.
Do I have to lift heavy?
It depends on what your goals are.
Oh.
So I mean, of course, with me in certain things, I will go heavy. What I'm trying to build and what I'm trying to polish or tweak on my body. But other things, I also have to pull back on the weight because I don't want getting too pumped or.
Right. So depending on your goals,
depending on the look you're trying to go for, and if you want if you definitely want more definition in your abs, then you're gonna train core more. And if you want you know, more broad shoulders, then you're gonna train. It just depends where you want to spend the most time on and what muscle.
A lot of things to take notes of. But you know, any last words? You know, people, if they see you at the gym, can they seek your help out?
Definitely. So I mean, like I said, for this New Year's resolution, I would say just to have your goals set, and then once you have your goals in mind, figure out a plan. How are you going to get from A to B, you know? How are you going to get to that goal and accomplish that goal? The commitment, your dedication, discipline, it all shows. And then number one, just never compare yourself to others. That's the
best piece of takeaway. That's the best takeaway I've taken from this interview is stop comparing yourself, because I'm not going to look like all the Instagram models overnight.
You're just going to look, exactly. So that's just my number one tip. Never compare yourself to others, and then also remember that it's always going to be worth your time, you know, what you're trying to accomplish. Because again, how you said, if you don't feel motivated, then find that motivation, because you're more likely to regret not going
or moving
moving, any type of workout, eating. You'll regret it more than not actually accomplishing it, you know.
Are you planning on doing a 2019 competition?
I am, yes.
When do you start training for that?
Depending what time of the year the show is. If it's going to be earlier, then I will be jumping on my prep soon. So it's good eating while I can.
Good eating while she can. And remember, enjoy, but don't torture yourself in this diet, because then you're just gonna binge eat. So good luck to you.
Thank you,
Geralyn.
so much.
Thanks so much for joining me in my Ridgeline for today. Again, thanks Triple J and Honda. If you want some help, if you see her at the gym, don't be shy. Geralyn is definitely a wealth of information, and you can definitely expect to see her on the stage whenever the next NPC Michelob Ultra bodybuilding competition is. Make sure to cheer her on. And good luck to you in all your New Year's resolutions, whether it's losing weight, feeling great, just getting healthier, moving more.
That's right.
Stop comparing yourself to others. I love that. Thanks, Geralyn.
Thank you.